Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy V. Last time we made our way up the top of the mountain and ran into these guys. Anyway, last time we finished up the Phoenix Tower and learned a little bit more background lore about Lena and the Hiryu. This time we've made it to the top of North Mountain, as Bahamut said he would be waiting here for us, and he's bigger than the frickin' mountain, holy shit! No, not actually, but yeah, the way they do the cutscenes because of the graphical limitations of the Super Nintendo, yeah. Anyway, I went over my setup for this last time. Bahamut is level 99, 40,000 HP. Holy Flare, I think Flare is the most powerful spell you can do, so let's just do that one. Get Dance going, if it works. Blue Magic, do I want to do anything to you? He is level 99, 40,000 HP, nullifies Earth, obviously. He's flying. You can use Darkness, Mute, Stop, and Slow on him. If you come in here with 3 bards and say a Mystic Knight with X-Fight, you can basically perma-stop him and just keep whacking away at him and he'll never get a turn in. Bahamut can use all sorts of different elemental attacks, so protecting against elements, not really your best bet, but you kind of need to. So like an Ice Shield and a Coral Ring would be useful, or like a Flame Shield and a Coral Ring, or something like that. Coral Rings are good, Flame Rings are good too. Not too much else you really need to worry about for this fight, actually. Can I use Guard Off on him? That'll lower his defense, but yeah. You want to set Golem up, because with the Wall Rings we protect against a number of the different status effects, or a number of the different elements that he can deal. But the point here is deal as much damage as possible. And that doesn't help when I'm using Dance. Now, he can use Flame, and he can use a number of other attacks. A lot of the time, because he's Bahamut, and because this came right after Final Fantasy IV, he likes to use, I'm just going to heal up, he likes to use Mega Flare without, you know, like, powering up to it or announcing it or any such thing. Sildra, sure. Whatever we can do to deal a bunch of damage to him. This is kind of the brute force method of taking him down. Doesn't really involve too much. Am I in the back row? No, I'm not. I'm wondering why I'm doing such little damage. He can use Maelstrom. Would you please use Sword Dance? Like I said, level 99, you could use level 3 Flare on him, but I'm just going to basically be on healing duty for most of the fight here. And just kind of whack away on him. It goes by a lot faster if Bahamut uses a lot more Mega Flare, because Mega Flare, you can use Poison Breath, Zombie Breath, whoa, lots of damage. Yeah, he can do a whole crap ton of damage if you're not being careful. Let's get life on you. Yeah, you... Right. Didn't think that would affect her while she's dead, but okay, if you insist. Yeah, Bart has the chicken knife for this one so that he can make use of the newly learned X-Fight, and that did not go anywhere close to how it normally does. Okay then. I'm gonna go and redo that fight, because normally Bahamut just spams Mega Flare. But anyway, for defeating Bahamut, we get the Esper, of course, Bahamut. And yeah, I will show a separate take on that fight. One with a different strategy, and hopefully he decides to actually use Mega Flare. Okay, we're back. And as you can see, I've made a few changes here. We'll get Throw going with you. We're still going to use Flare Sword with you, but I've got a way of boosting the power. And let's see. Atomic Ray will get bounced off, and we'll target him, so we don't have to worry about that. And we can pretty much just cast whatever spell we want, multi-targeted, bounce that off, hit him, deal a whole bunch of damage to him that way. And Dimension Magic. We have Quick, so let's do that. And we've paired it with Combine. It's a really useful setup to have. We got a Potion and Dragon Fang on Bart's there. Dragon Power will increase his level by 20, And so we're going to do that twice. That's going to increase his damage substantially with what he's got there. And hopefully, Bahamut's supposed to use Mega Flare more when he's got low HP. You could cast Golem if you wanted to, but as you can see, 2 of those, and the rest of the fight becomes kind of mundane. I want you to use Mega Flare on me, god damn it! There we go. I just let him have the first attack. Yeah, that's why you want Wall Rings to protect against Mega Flare, which does between 2,000 and 5,000 damage to all of your party members, and will basically just annihilate you if you don't. I have the old party set up since I just reloaded, just so that I could do that real quick. Flame, I'm not particularly worried about. Nobody has the bone mail, so... Anyway, the rest of the fight's going to go exactly as it kind of went the first time we did it, so I will spare you from watching it, and I will see you in a moment. Of course, things go a lot better if they decide to actually use Sword Dance instead of useless things that don't do any damage. Ferris was doing about 4,500 with the Man-Eater knives there. Anyway, we need to throw on some more Dimension Magic so we can get the heck out of here. I will meet you back at our airship now. Okay, we're not quite at the airship, but close enough. I've made it back to the village of Mirage because I have enough money to finally buy the 4 coral rings that I'm going to need. I can't remember if you find one at some point, but anyway, I'm just going to buy all of them because I have the money to do so now. And then we can finally move on to the remaining 2 sealed dungeons. So we have Ninja, since I have nothing really better to work on with Bart's for now. We have Hunter, and we have our 2 red mages still. Once we're finished with the next 2 dungeons, the 2 sealed dungeons, then we're going to go and we're going to re-challenge Gogo and pick up Mimic for good. I undid that after we did that a few episodes back because I really want to show a proper fight against him, and most of the abilities I have now are pretty much what I need, but I do want a few more weapons before I head there. And in order to do that, we need to do what's left of the grinding. Now, I can't remember where the dungeons are, so let's just go underwater and take a quick look here. Take a look at our map. Is it this one? That would be really funny if it was this one, because it is too. Wow, I actually wasn't exactly sure where it was. I knew there was a dot over there. I couldn't remember which one it was, but anyway, these guys are the same. Kill them with level 3 flare, Sildra. And once you've finished taking care of those guys, the place deeper than the floor of the sea, protected by flame of all things. Seems kind of odd that flame would be protecting the one underwater, but okay, if you say so. And here we have some interesting enemies to deal with. Let's run into a battle and show some of them off here. Come on, where's a battle? Okay, you gonna give me a battle? No? Unknowns. Pretty much all you run into down here are... Okay, chicken knife, fine. Run away. We get a water scroll. You could throw some elemental scrolls down here. Probably not the best use of your time. Yeah. So, but the option's there if you want to. The one thing that you actually really want in this area, and there's a save point already for no reason, actually is to switch you into a knight, because we can do some pretty useful stuff around here, especially now that we've got that. The Excalibur, the proper one, has an attack power of 110, not 100. And that one is actually really useful around here. And where's my Aegis Shield? There we go. Genji, yeah, you can have all that stuff, I believe. And somebody should be equipping... No, not you. Let's give it to you. The Sage Staff there. And make your secondary ability, instead of blue magic, white magic. White magic will be useful in here. Put my stuff back on here. I was only half kind of prepared for coming in here. And the other thing you can do now is, instead of equipping the Uchibo, you can actually equip the chicken knife there, and you can learn. You can either have caution on, or you can have two-handed. If you have two-handed, you can equip 2 different weapons. And let's see, we want to get some of that knight equipment passed over. So we give you that, and pass down bone mail and the cursed ring, and now we have 2 fighters up front that can deal quite a bit of damage. Unfortunately, we're going to run away some of the time that we use the chicken knife, and that does go through aim, by the way, so you can't get around that by using aim. But pretty much every enemy around here is going to be weak to Holy. If you're using a Lancer around this point, then you'll want the Holy Lance. In my case, I don't, but that's fine. Okay, we're back. Just wanted to save up while I was here. So let's hit the first switch there. Unlocks pathway forward. Now, like I said, all the enemies around here are going to be these unknown enemies. But you stop running away from all my enemies. That's not how we're going to do things here. You don't want to hit that switch. It'll disable this path going north. And we don't want to do that. So there's a whole bunch. Passing your turn. Now, if you have white magic, which... wait a minute. Oh, I have the wrong person with white magic. I'll have to switch that. Never mind. I was thinking that Kara had enough white magic, so I'll have to switch that around. But that's fine. You can use things like level or Cure 3 to reduce any of the enemies around here to critical. Life 2, I believe, works as well. Requiem is really good in here since all of these unknown enemies are technically undead. So hurry up and sing. Requiem. A couple of them have 2,500 HP. Wow. Thought I'd do more damage than that. But yeah, X-Fight with the Excalibur. You can get rid of a few of the enemies around here. We'll not try and run away here. You can use the staff as a weapon and deals holy elemental damage, does lots of damage, so you can do that if you want. Requiem, of course, is also very good. You may, in fact, I think I'm going to, since Ferris is kind of useless with 2 weapons right now. So I think we're going to make some switches, and we'll give you the white magic. And I want you to have the sage staff. Alright, so I made the switches I said I was going to there. We gave, let's see, build up to you so that you can actually hit things. You have the sage's staff and the gold pin with white magic. And you have the healing staff with sing as your secondary ability. So if I'm not singing, I can do a little bit of healing, and everyone else can deal a decent amount of damage on their own. But yeah, if you hit that switch down there, you won't have access to this path going north, or you'll have to take the long way around, or something like that anyway. So there's a path up there that's not revealed yet, so we need to head down here first. I'll go over the stats for the enemies next time we run into them. Well, there's one of them. We'll use build up to take down one of them. You could use double grip if you don't have X-Fight with Bart's there, and the Holy Elemental Excalibur. All the enemies around here are weak to Holy, and unfortunately we don't deal quite enough damage yet. Does that finish them off? Just barely. Okay, so those I think are the blobs. There's 2 different variants of them, and they look the same. They have the same amount of HP. They both absorb poison. They're both weak to Holy. Let's see, what else? One of them, unfortunately, it's hard to tell which, because they look the same. You can steal a rare Beast Killer whip from, which I already talked about in a previous episode. Can inflict like paralysis on magic beasts or something like that. And all of the unknown enemies, I think, or no, just those 2 are susceptible to, or no, they're immune to Sleep, Stop, Toad, Mini, Paralysis, Zombie, obviously, Confuse, and Old. the slimes that we saw before, which I believe have the ones with the green on them, I'm guessing. Level 47. Oh, the other ones are level 41. 3,500 HP, weak to holy, and water, absorbs poison, immune to death, zombie, sleep, stop, paralysis, silence, old, and confuse. And the worm or snake-like one is level 46, 2,500 HP, absorbs poison, and is weak to holy, immune to stone, paralysis, and of course, zombie. Pretty much just deal with them as you would any undead enemies. Yeah, there's not too much to that. Go up here, now that we've pressed that one switch, and run into a battle right there, sure. So yeah, the one with the green up top that just did something, I think that one's the slime one, and the one down on the bottom right, that's the worm-like one, I think. Unfortunately, Requiem's not dealing quite enough damage for me right now. It's rather unfortunate. But yeah, if you single target anyone with Cure 3, it will reduce them to critical in here, so we get rid of those guys, and you can finish that one off. There is one other new enemy around here. It's another unknown. It's pretty much all you run into around here. There's an extra flame ring if you still need that. I can't remember what all these other switches do off the top of my head because I haven't pressed the wrong ones in a while. I would guess they do what this one does, which drops you down. Now, normally you would come out of the exit there down below me, but in this case, we drop down here. It puts us closer to the treasure chest and closer to the way out. So the last of the unknowns are these skeleton-like dudes, and these ones are powerful. They have a lot of HP. Enemies around here deal quite a pretty decent amount of damage. And the way I have things set up is I don't have access to, there's Cure 3. I don't have access to blue magic the way I have things set up at the moment. So wait for Ferris. I was hoping that Ferris would have finished one off, but I guess not. We got Sing going again. Pretty much, that's how you want to deal with a lot of the enemies. They're all weak to holy, so... and those skeleton ones are level 47, 6,500 HP. They nullify Earth, weak to holy. Immune to death, paralysis, toad, mini, and of course, zombie. Enemies give decent experience down here. And if you don't have White Wind, make sure to heal in between battles if you have the Bone Mail equipped. As I do, it's on Ferris there. And we'll head down a little bit further here. I think I want to go down first. Yes. Unfortunately, it means I have to switch Dimension Magic in so that I can cast Float. And then, no, stop that. No, not hide. White. Stop that. You Sage Staff back. Tiara. Black. Guard. Perfect. Let's go get some more treasure. And ether. Not all that important, but up there I don't think leads anywhere. I think that just leads in a circle, so let's go this way. Not running into very many battles right now. Cool. Normally at this point in the game, you're running into battles so often that you just, when you're recording, you just cut, start saying something, cut, and it becomes a real pain in the ass. But here, we don't have any battles, and we have dwarves. They kind of shoehorn them into the game for no reason here. They don't do anything. There's a couple of them. Heard of the magic lamp. Return to the original place. The lamp's power will be revived. That's who tells you about that. We're digging a tunnel around the world. I don't think any of these have any items in them this time, though. Get out of my way. No items. It's kind of sad. You would expect they would put some items in here. But no. This guy sells stuff that we already have access to. So, yeah, I don't need that. Anyway, let's go over this way. Get out of my way. Unfortunately, I really wish I had dash. A lot of these areas are somewhat long. This one's actually relatively short. Like, this path itself is pretty long, but the area itself is quite short. We're over halfway done already, so. But anyway, there's one guy over here that we should probably talk to, and then we can move on, well, to the save point, and then we're going to call it a day, but... Wow, you're a long way out here. Dug all the way, but I hear strange sounds up above. Is there a forest up there? Well, I believe they force check you to go to the map there. But yeah, they're right below Mirage Village now. Anyway, I'm just going to backtrack here. Use a cabin to heal up. I don't think there's any free healing around here. But that's pretty much all the time we have for today. Next time we'll continue through the rest of the area. If I will also be going over a couple of things next time as in regards to mechanics with the magic lamp that they mentioned while we were here. And we'll take a couple of cracks at an upcoming boss fight. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.